It is 5:30 in the morning. I am not a morning person. I don't know if anybody out there can relate, but even if I'm doing something so fun that day, as soon as I wake up, I just want to cancel everything and go back to sleep. Welcome back to Jeepers JC. I am JC and this is my channel. Welcome back if you are a returning viewer, and hi if you're new. I'm JC. I will say that multiple times on this channel because my real name is JC. Today I am getting ready to head to Cleveland early this morning. And I will be showing you guys everything that you can do spooky related in Cleveland all year round. So I will be going to at least 5 or 6 locations, various stores I like to go to, haunted spots, haunted hangouts is what I call them. Where else are we going? And a haunted restaurant. Now, because I will be traveling most of the day in and out of the car, I don't know how I'm gonna do an intro, because if I have a full itinerary of things I'm doing, I'm just go, 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 go. So that's why I am doing my intro while I'm getting ready. Therefore, the video will start abruptly after this. Hello, we are at the West Side Market in Cleveland. We are at West 25th and Lorraine, and we are going to the oldest indoor-outdoor food market right now. Just to give everybody a point of reference for spending purposes, we got a whole trunk full of sweets, fruits, and vegetables. We got 6 cases of strawberries and 4 cases of blueberries, all for $10. We got 3 bundles of asparagus, 2 heads of broccoli, 2 bags of mixed greens. We got carrots, we got mushrooms, all of that. The vegetables was $20 altogether. The sweets area that we stopped at, which was called Teresa's Bakery, I probably spent about $15 for cannolis, cake pops, brownies, cupcakes, and some baklava. So all in all, relatively cheap, relatively cheap spending at the West Side Market. Murder, suicide, children, ghosts, and German Nazis. No wonder why this house is considered haunted. This is the Hans Tiedemann House, otherwise known as Franklin Castle, and it sits on Franklin Boulevard. It was built by Hans Tiedemann in 1881 and designed by Cadell and Richardson architectural firm. Now this house holds 20 rooms and hidden passageways that lead to doors that you couldn't get to rooms otherwise unless you used these hidden passageways. This house was built in 1881 for Hans for the purpose of holding his German friends and family, where they could immigrate and hold, and he could have them here for as long as they wanted to stay. The main ghosts that are said to have haunted this house are from the original Tiedemann family, which include 3 out of the 6 of Tiedemann's children, 2 that died in infancy and 1 that died at 15 years old. His wife Louisa also died in 1895, and sadly Mr. Tiedemann died shortly thereafter in 1896, thus having him sell the house to his first German family called the Mulhausers. The decade of living in this house, the Mulhauser family then sold it to a German political party in 1913, just at the head of World War I. This is where they held most of their meetings and political disagreements, which also is the second leg of why it is haunted. There was said and rumored to be about 20 people gunned down by machine guns, so supposedly there's German Nazi ghosts as well. The German that owned this house was Heinrich Hall. He purchased this house in 1921 and lived here until 1968. Now, Heinrich was the first one that began the legends of the ghosts. He was hearing little girl voices, toys would move across the floor, things would end up in one room, and then the next thing they were in a different room without his knowledge of moving them whatsoever. So that's when it really started to kick off. Following Mr. Hall was James Romano. He purchased the house in 1968. James felt this house was so haunted, he hired both a priest and a team of the Northwest Ghost Hunting Society. They did several, experiments around the house. The priest did several exorcisms. So he shortly thereafter sold the house. Unfortunately, could not sell this house until 1974. When he did, he sold it to a family called the Muscatellos, and that is the family that began doing ghost tours for this castle. After little to no success of the ghost tours by the Muscatellos, it was sold again in 1985 to Michael DeVinco, how we famously know as Judy Garland's husband. Now, Michael was able to restore this castle, but he did spend a little over $1 million doing so. Now, in 1999, there was a huge report of arson. The police did find a man laying outside here unconscious, so they soon questioned him, and right after that, he was arrested. Now, a lot of the society that restored the castle in 1999 was successful because a lot of the paneling inside the castle was made of redwood, and redwood is known to be very resistant to cracking and damage and rot. So a lot of the inside of the castle has the original, workings on the inside, just a lot of it needed to be restored from the arson, unfortunately. 100th birthday of Variety Theater since it opened in 1924. This theater has 1,900 seats, 350 balcony seats, a Kimball organ, an orchestra pit, 3 dressing rooms. It was really built for show. Warner Brothers bought Variety Theater in 1929 and they owned it all the way up to 1954. After that, in the 70s and 80s, it was primarily used as a music venue. This theater hosted many heavy hitters such as REM, the Dead Kennedys, Slayer, Metallica, and most famously Motorhead. Now, this theater actually closed because of Motorhead in 1986 when the volume from the music was so loud, the ceiling and the plaster started cracking and falling on the audience, causing several injuries. After the tragic closing in 1986, it was reopened in 1990 and turned into a WrestlePlex, which makes sense, I suppose. In 2008, Variety Theater was taken over by someone named Patrick Clifford. He is the head of the Friends and Society for Variety Theater, and what they do is basically restore and try to keep it up to date so that it is not lost in the city of Cleveland. Now, Variety Theater, we cannot go inside for it. It is very dangerous. I will insert pictures here to show you guys the interior of Variety Theater. Additionally, Patrick Colvin believes it to be haunted because in 2018 he did an interview stating that he's had many ghost interactions, talking to various spirits, things moving, and there is said to be a stage man who had been helping out with lighting and he fell to his death, so it is haunted by the stage man as well. Kelly Flamos currently owns the Variety Theater. She bought it around 2022, and according to recent interviews and magazines, she plans on opening it within the next couple years. If you guys are really searching for my honest to God opinion about Haunted House Restaurant, the drinks would be the only positive to my visit. They were super, super strong. I mean, the ambiance was cool, but this restaurant it was designed to be a pop-up, like a very successful pop-up restaurant.
Now, let me tell you something you might not know about Cleveland, Ohio, the birthday capital of the Midwest. It is scientifically proven that the louder you yell happy birthday at a stranger on their birthday, the more money you get the next time your birthday rolls around. So with that in mind, we're going to give them all a big, loud, obnoxious happy birthday on a count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, everybody. We hope you have a great time.
We are currently at Lakeview Cemetery, and I am standing in front of one of the world's most macabre angel statue slash monuments, however you'd like to categorize this within full respect. This cemetery was founded in 1869, and the first burial took place in 1870, and it was a Civil War soldier. He was actually a captain. He was the first person buried in this lush, extremely large cemetery. There are several people that are somewhat famous that are buried here, such as John D. Rockefeller, James Garfield, Carl Stokes. I mean, the list was about 12 to 15 various famous people with extremely large monuments and mausoleums built around their gravesite. After an 8-hour day of traveling, I am finally home, but before I decompress and lay down and take a long awaited sleep, I wanted to show you guys everything that I got today at the various stores that we went to. So first, I'm going to show you the few things that I got at the Cleveland Curiosities store. The first one is this poster. I got it for $16. I plan on framing it, but I was really drawn to it because of the vintage aesthetic. And then the next thing that I got is this little resined centipede and millipede friends. So you can see it on all sides. And then the last thing I got from Cleveland Curiosities was this guillotine mirror. And then the other store where I got a couple things was Oktobers, and I got a beanie there. It has a little moth on it and it says Oktobers there, and it's like a dark green. And then I did get various like little pins and stickers, but I cannot locate them right now because I just brought all of my bags inside, and I just wanted to take out some main items to show you guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and joining us on our little trip in Cleveland. Hope you liked everything. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the stores or locations that I showed in this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, always, always, always. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you.